First opened back in 2010. We're on the air from Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. Today, a matchup of division rivals at opposite ends of the standing between the Kansas City Royals and the Minnesota Twins. The Twins look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Number 58, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch-to-contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early.
Leading off the afternoon for Kansas City.
Here comes the first pitch.
The shortstop, Bobby Witt.
Skied into straightaway right. Holt is right there, and it's a very quick out, number 1. Chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Sel Perez is definitely a guy to watch right now. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
He's there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far.
The first baseman.
Now at the plate, Vinny Pascarella. And he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. If he can avoid a collapse here in the final months, it's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're fun to watch.
2-1 to the Royals' first baseman.
1 strike.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
Salvador Perez is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oberdongo up with it. And nothing will come with a 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Brady Singer gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one today.
At the plate, Darren Oberdongo.
The second baseman.
He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
He
throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Who do you have your eye on, man?
No doubt. I'm here to watch the dynamic play of Byron Buxton. He's hit 5 home runs in his last 1 game. So he's got to be oozing with confidence right now. He's the guy in that lineup that these pitchers have to hold down if they're going to even try to be successful.
And it's 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit. Why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Tyler W becomes out number 2 this inning. First pitch on his way. Swung on and missed for strike 1.
Back-to-back punch-outs in the bottom of the first. This guy has got his stuff working today. This offense better wake up.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that'll just hit past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
The right fielder, Jordy Holt.
Into the box now, Shorty Holt. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Israel facing back, and this one bounds around against the wall. The relay throw, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Man, the pitcher was this close to getting out of the inning and leaving that runner stranded. But the guy standing on third had other ideas, driving in the first run of the game.
Striding forward now, Alex Healy. And he's a guy who's been absolutely terrific over the last couple of series. Really swinging it well. First offering on its way. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. The set and the 1-1.
I got 2-1 to count.
Fastball not close. It's 2-1 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Digging in, Hunter Renfroe comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game. The first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
And you can see why this team is in first place in the division. A solid ball club with good hitting and good pitching, and it's always key when you're playing interdivision squads.
The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first down.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to be mindful of in this one. We were here early, pregame, watching these guys take extra reps, ground balls, throwing the ball across the diamond, fly ball, shagging. This team has the highest fielding percentage in the American League, and the amount of work that goes in to playing stellar defense, and I think that's what makes this team good. Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the line.
So he punches him out and looking at the fastball. Hunter Dozier goes down for out number 2 in the top half. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Swinging a ground ball to third. There's a base hit as that gets through into left.
I the end of the day, it's all about result. He didn't do one thing right from an
The
offensive standpoint.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Inoa, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
That ball's foul.
Olivero leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
Nope.
Down and away, it's
I
a
got
ball
count
and 2
1 and 2.
strikes.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Coming to the plate now, number 21. He really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. That one doesn't even snip the zone, missing very high. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Man, and he's nowhere near that pitch. It's 2-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Hey guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on base. And I'd like to focus on Salvador Perez, the man who dons the tools of ignorance behind the dish. He's a clubhouse leader. He's one of the best pitch framers in the game. He's like a soft blanket back there for this pitching staff. I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Here's Carlos Correa now. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. A high fastball is in there.
0-1's the count.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball,
way outside.
2 strikes.
1-2. Back up the middle. Throwing the dirt with a good scoop at first, saves an error as the side is. Stepping in, Drew Waters. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. No balls and 1 strike. Wind up and the 0-1. And this will be fouled away. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Now ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. Here's another 1-2. Skied into very shallow right. Holt coasts under it. Makes the play, 1 away. So with 1 away, we'll give you a look at the current standings. And you can see they lead the division by the narrowest of margins, just a half game. At the plate, Bobby Witt. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Kyle Israel. First pitch coming, here it is. On the ground to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll head now to the home half of it.
Leading off for the Twins, the third baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Lewis.
No,
And he
that's
takes ball one. And he fouls this one off. Changes up on him, but
two
that's
balls,
in the dirt
one
for a
strike.
ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. So a full count now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order.
Hey.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Into the box now, Darren Obradovich.
The batter,
He
number
looked to
1.
bounce back
Second
after
baseman,
striking out his last time up.
Darren.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away
Obradovich.
with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AP.
Outside
plate,
for a
ball
ball,
one.
1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Two and
That's a
1
ball.
now to the Twins leadoff man. Set to deliver on 2-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Perez recovers, and the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Now
Good
back,
job of getting him
first
to chase the
baseman,
ball in the dirt right there.
Tyler
Also, credit the catcher
Duffy.
for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Into the box, Tyler W. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Smart to
is
lay
1
off
and 2.
there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Down goes. Leading off the inning, Pasquarello. And they'll need him to get something going here. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Under it is the left fielder. Run away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Salvador Perez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Pulled
Count
off
1-0.
on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there in the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And that is swung on and missed. They're down on strikes. And the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Really good late night on that slider right there. the best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Hunter Renfroe is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Buxton ranging back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Here's Byron Buxton now. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Here comes the first pitch.
Byron.
Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Israel waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 13.
Stepping in, Shorty Holt. Now the pitch. Hit hard to short. Throw to first again. Already 2 away here in the home court. Now with the Minnesota DH, Alice Healy. Pitch down the way.
Well,
and that misses for ball 1. Fouled off. The 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. One that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. Number 21 would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Line towards center field. And he will run this one down as he pulls it in around the left. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Ned Yost talked with me between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits have been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Dozier, a native Texan. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go in the high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Hunter Dozier goes down for the first out in the 5th inning. Now with the plate, Edward Oliveira. He singled his last time up. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. you have a chance to do some damage, you know you're getting a guaranteed.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong. He's able to muscle it in the right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars.
That's a nice hit.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
2-0.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Ball 3.
Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
No reason to sit out anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
The bat, number 15.
Now at the plate, Drew Waters, as he'll look to bring home that
Ball
tying
one,
run
no
from
strike.
second with a base hit into the outfield. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. The 1-0. Fastball taken high for a ball.
No strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Taking strike 2. Three and 2 to the Royals' designated hitter.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Ready once again, Bobby Witt, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. The 1-0 home.
Yep, that ball went out.
Pitch taken for a ball.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
The 2-1 home is in there for the second strike.
I got to count 2 and 2.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up on the backhand.
He's out.
There's one, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
The center fielder, number 6.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Kyle Israel. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 1-0 the count. Here's the 1-0. This is line to left, and a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Witt on second. Israel at first. 2 out in the inning. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. On the ground to the right side. Scooped up. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Standing in, number 21 comes into this at-bat 0-1 in the ballgame.
The left fielder.
Here comes the
number
first
21.
pitch. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
One of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
Now the 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. This is pulled into right. Renfroe there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The The batter, the catcher.
Coming to the plate now, Dan Robinson. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
The 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Oliveros. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 4.
2 are gone in the Twins' half of the 5th. The former #1 overall picking American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. 0-1, here it comes. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if any. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez.
Moving off to the
Pitch coming, here it is.
The catcher, number 13.
High fastball is in there.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
I got to count 1-2.
1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider. He set down on strike. Now second time it's that right in. Number 37.
Ladies and
From the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Now
Pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Hunter Renfroe goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
The third baseman.
First delivery to him on the way.
Junker.
Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air to right field. Holt on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. KC down in order. They still lead it. Digging in for his second at-bat, Royce Lewis. We'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard-hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments. We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, number 1.
The lineup flips over and digging in, Darren Obradovich. Lays off 1-0. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. Misses. Ball 2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Digging in the switch hitter, Tyler W. will swing it from the left side right here.
He loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitchers.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Fastball well outside.
I got 3-1.
Byron Buxton would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And this one will be high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner. Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making a slow walk to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Byron Buxton is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Lifted in the air out to center field. Israel is there. And the inning is over. Twins wind up stepping up to the plate. Edward Oliveros. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Buxton giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Stepping into the box, Jonathan Noah. There's a swing and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And it's given the Royals a 3-1 lead. Striding forward now is the DH, Drew Waters. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
One ball,
this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And the fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Bobby Witt. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
1-1 the count. So 1-1. In there for strike number 2. Grounded to the right. Good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. Runners on the move for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. But a good play by the first baseman to steer this one, and that'll retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
but a run for the Royals here in the inning. So digging in now, Shorty Holt. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to
1-0.
get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first two by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Into the box now. Alex
number 5. Alex.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Witt has a play. He hauls it in without. next Twin up, number 21. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
0-1's the count. No ball,
Swinging
2
strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 3-1. So next to the plate for the Royals, Henry Pascarella. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Pascarella.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Number 26 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. Here's
26.
the first pitch to him. Fastball in there for a called strike. The Twins entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
2 strikes.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one. And there's an old saying in baseball, a bloom and a blast. And if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The catcher, number
In
13.
now, Salvador Perez. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. 0-1 the count. Ready with the 0-1. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have. He was taking back balls, but at least his guys are ahead.
Outside,
Look
that's
at
the
a
ball.
fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Holt under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Royals go down 1-2-3 as the lead remains 3-1.
Your
Josh
attention, please.
Montes is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 63.
Leading off the inning, Dan Robinson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
From the stretch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to feed it into the ground.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1-2. That's ball
Just a
2.
bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Here now the 2-2. Chopped on the ground over to first. Reined in.
Out.
To second for 1. And a good save at first on the offline throw, so they just get the 1.
The bat. The third baseman.
Coming to the plate, Royce Lewis. Set and the pitch. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. The 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. Montes is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause the pitching coach and the manager to really start to pull their hair out. Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the 3-2 pitch. There's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Up next for the Twins, the second baseman, Darren Obradovich.
Stepping up now, Darren Obradovich. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strike. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a pitch popped up. Should be enough room for Perez behind the plate. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Digging in to try it again. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, man, at least scoring 1 run in this inning was so important for them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to Twins strand a pair. Score holds, it's 3-1.
Leading up for Kansas City, the third baseman.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And he'll step off. A 1-0 delivery. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left field.
Ready now, Edward Olivera. Looking for pick number 3 here in this at-bat. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
Ball 1.
And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball.
Second base.
He can learn to harness that and working his solid secondary stuff. He's gonna have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Jonathan Inoa will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run of the ball game, and on cue. There it was, back in the 7th inning. A solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. Behind 0-2 now.
Count 0-2.
Here it comes, 0-2. Ball and 2 strikes now. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Another one sent foul. Popped up. W got it, and the side is retired. Casey down in order, and it's still 3-1.
Ladies and
Josh
gentlemen,
Taylor
your
enters the
attention,
game
please.
to finish this one off
Now
here in the bottom of the 9th.
Number 72.
Now batting,
Josh
Byron Buxton.
Taylor.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Comes set, and the 0-1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. tied 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they'd gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
Here's the 3-2. And that is the start they were looking for, down by 2, as that misses for ball 4. Here's the cleanup hitter, Jordy Holt. First offering on its way. Fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
And now they've got him in a rundown. Poor base running there. Got him caught in the hot box between first and second. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that was swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
The designated hitter, number 5.
Next will be the designated hitter, Alex Keeling.
Your attention,
Tim
please.
Poole gets to call the pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. He comes in at 262 on the year, 7 homers and 22 RBI. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Taylor, a 27-year-old, he's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Final strike for the Twins. And that one got a piece of it.
That ball got it.
Now in the box, number 21. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result he could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And there's ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. He makes the catch, and the Royals will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series as the ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Royals used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Brady Singer earns his 8th victory of the season as he allows only 2 hits in 5+ innings of work. Josh Taylor earns the save out of the bullpen, his 29th of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Kansas City Royals only allowed 2 hits in the game as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 3-1. As of right now, the Twins are leading the American League Central, 2 games up on second place. And the Royals are third in the division. They're 2 games back. The Angels allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they pounded the Indians 8-2. Heading into the day, the Indians are in third place in the AL Central. They're 2 games back. While the Angels are atop the American League West, they have a 3-game cushion. The Rangers relief pitcher, number 77, collected his first W this season, leading the Rangers over Detroit 3-2. In the standings, the Rangers are in second place in the AL West, but they currently hold a spot in the AL wildcard race, while the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central, 10.5 back. The White Sox snapped a 9-game losing streak as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park, 6-5. As of today, the Phillies sit in last place in the National League East. They're over 20 games out of first, while the White Sox are in first place in the AL Central, 2 games up on second place. The Boston Red Sox got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 7-6. At the start of the day, the Yankees sit in first place in the American League East Division. They own a 2.5 game advantage, while the Red Sox are fourth in the division, 14 games back. The Miami Marlins combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 3-1. Entering the day's action, the Rays sit in second place in the American League East Division, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard. And the Marlins are in fourth place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of first. The Blue Jays picked up 14 hits in total as they got the win in extra innings over the Orioles, 6-2. In the standings, the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Blue Jays are third in the division, 9 games back. The Cardinals held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they defeated the A's in Oakland 3-0. As of right now, the A's sit in last place in the American League West Division. They're 18.5 games out of first. And the Cardinals sit in second place in the National League Central, 13 games out. The Seattle Mariners stole 5 bases in total as they stole the victory in extra innings over the Astros 2-0. Heading into the day, the Astros sit in third place in the American League West Division, 4.5 games back, while the Mariners are fourth in the division, 5 games back. The Atlanta Braves totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 8-4. At the start of the day, the Braves are in second place in the NL East, but they currently lead the NL wildcard race, while the Reds are in last place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The Cubs completed a 3-game series sweep as they got the best of the Brewers at home 3-2. It was their 5th straight victory. Entering the day's action, the Cubs sit in first place in the National League. Games out of first. The Mets starting pitcher, number 34.